Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive to keep championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for the semifinal collision. This one will be fair caught. The Bulls offense comes on the field first today. They love being in Miami for the Orange Bowl. So much history and tradition. So many championships have been won in this game. But Kirk, they've been playing this since 1935. Can you tell me who won that first Orange Bowl?
You know what's funny is I actually asked the Sunshine Scooter, who's from Miami, just in case you might ask me that question, so I have an answer. Miami played the Bison of Bucknell, and Bucknell upset them. Talk about a team coming out of left field and pulling off an upset even back then. But who would have guessed how much this game in the college football world would change since then?
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend.
And looking for a big play here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
High completion makes it second and medium. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up the football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So Notre Dame's offense gets their first crack now. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but he makes the 4-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Throws it to the right, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he dumps it off to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They call the counter play here. Running with purpose. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the first down in this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Looking for the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sucks up a 1st and goal for this offense.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it in the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And they'll set up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid, right down for a touchdown. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Caught in the backfield. It's Burns. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. The tackle is made just a short gain after the completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit, swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Snags the quick throw. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense getting set, second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's caught. We stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
The Bulls will line up on 1st and 10. Hands off to the left. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And a flag is down as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see what the penalty is on. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it inside the 10. A poor set of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. The Bulls looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Ball carrier tackled there.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Florida. Might have to try the extra point. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The USF has the lead here, Kurt, and the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the 2nd? Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
The Looking to chuck it again. Receiver makes the grab. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Boy, those counter plays are tough on a defense. The defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts, but the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play.
They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot him inches short of a first down. So here on fourth down, out comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4 inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
Here's the return from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
First down at 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? At the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Irish. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And they tack on the extra point. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Opening play of the drive, good throw to the left. Tackle made after the completion.
But they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Bulls starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays
Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offensive coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing.
And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. He's got it right near the end zone. They stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The Bulls will line up here on first down and goal. Try to make it with a quarterback sneak. Touchdown, USF. This offense cannot be stopped.
And it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, and the drive has now reached the 35.
Chris, really, that's all you want to see from this offense is the ability to just be efficient. If you can just avoid the mistake, make those first downs, be a great compliment to what you want to do run the football. It's a great chance of putting enough points up on the board to win this game.
Here's the second down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
That's a big gain deep in enemy territory. Ball down near the 30. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead. And the offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Trying to run it in, but the defense stops him short of the goal line.
The QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the return it from inside the 5. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. The USF offense is back out there now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient, precise. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. The completion makes it second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. The pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. Coverage team brings down the returner. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. The first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Short completion there. Second down coming up. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Big throw complete to the tight end. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look. And they'll make an adjustment before this important play. The punt team making their way on the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the coverage team lets the ball roll dead.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they pinned him inside the 5-yard line.
So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? So they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top.
The Bulls will kick it off to begin the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They get the second half started with the running play. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Huge play. Moves the ball down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
And now that is a running back's dream. I don't think the guy got touched until he got taken to the ground. It's just excellent blocking. There's nobody he had to make miss or use his stiffer. Just a lot of open field.
And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. That's second down and goal now for this offense. Trying for the end zone, running it right up the gut. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. So a huge play to start the drive and get in scoring position. Now it's 3rd and goal. Drops back to the shotgun, looking for an open man. The defense closes in quickly to stop him short of the goal line. So they're short on 4th down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks left and finds his target there. And he's tackled after the catch. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. They'll run it here. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, will hand it off. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Offense trying to move into scoring position if they can convert 3rd and short here from the 50. Can he get there on the ground? They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Makes a quick grab.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
They're going to run it here. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the 1st down.
The Bulls line up on 1st and 10 now. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. trying to run it. It's Booker. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Bulls. That puts them on top in the second half. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Extra point makes it a 5-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First down. They're going to throw the football. Quick completion to the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there. Second down after that completion. Near the sticks. It's Williams. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Okay, set. Here's second down. And they'll give it to the back. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's moving out of the pocket. They're going to scramble now. Right out of the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play. Punt team ready to boot it away. And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. It was right down the field for a touchdown. And here's the handoff. It's a solid gain, moves the ball up to the 28.
Because the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught quickly. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. The Bulls with 1st and 10 here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver, gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. First and 10 now for the offense. He'll hand it off. And that run produces a decent gain. The USF has the lead here, Kurt. Sitting in a pretty good spot to wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sense where we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8. For the offense, a chance to extend the lead, but more importantly, milk the clock here late in the game. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality.
Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, South Florida. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out, but now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Powerful running here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Trying to extend the play. Escapes the pocket. And he'll hit out of bounds to avoid the hit. Did not pick up first down yardage. Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory. Tackled at the 45.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the catch. It's McNamara. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
They'll give it to the back. Refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Keeping it on the ground here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Important second down play coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. No, they've stopped in short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. The last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Second down play coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. The Bulls pick up first down yards to keep the drive going.
Chris, this back has had a great day. They're winning the football game. I just looked at my stats. This guy's at 99 yards on the day. You can tell how badly he wants to cross the 100-yard threshold. He's been superb today.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Another nice run by this running back. He's well over 100 yards now in the game. A big part of the reason that they're going to win this football game and advance to the next round.
Now it's second down here. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Bulls are going to keep this drive moving. Here comes a handoff. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so second and 5.
You're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackle, but first down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The Bulls come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. And then first down, right back to the running game. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Again, makes it second and medium. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made after just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense success the formation. It's third down. Can he make it to the marker? He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Boy, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.